8 reasons why you should definitely learn French language. It is no longer enough to speak only one foreign language. Although we don't need to speak 8 languages, but for whom master 2 or 3 foreign languages must be the brightest star in the crowd. There are so many benefits to learn foreigner languages. We don't have to repeat here, but today I want to tell you when you should learn French language immediately. Why learn French? Different from learning Chinese language like learn Mandarin or learn Cantonese. Faced with so many foreign language choices, French should be the first in many people's minds. As a language that parallels English in the 5 continents of the world, there are 68 French-speaking countries, and it can be described as a universal language. French is the European Union, the United Nations Representative Office in Europe, the United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization, the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, and the International Olympic Committee. As well as the official language and working language of the International Red Cross, it is also the official language of many international courts. Learning French is very helpful for English learning. After all, 50% of English words are produced from French. French is the most beautiful language in the world. Perhaps many people first learned French from Dude's last lesson. French is the most beautiful language in the world, the clearest and most rigorous language. When we really start to learn French, we will find that the intonation of French is both regular and full of changes. The pronunciation is clear, accurate, and compact, making French sound beautiful, clear and sweet. Of course, there are some people who don't like the uvula of French. As a skill, learning a language is equivalent to mastering a brand new skill, which increases your soft power while enriching your spiritual world. Marx once said, "Language is a weapon of battle, and it is a tool wherever you go." Immigration and study. If you want to immigrate to a French-speaking country or region, we need to have a certain level of French. Take Canada, which has a well-developed welfare system and a comprehensive range of things. The proportion of Chinese in Canada is about 11%. The population density is small and the living space is large. There are really many people who want to live here, but if you learn French, it will be much more convenient. You can immigrate to Canada in advance to enjoy your life. And for those who want to study in France or Quebec, Canada, learning French is indispensable. Even if you are taking a course taught in English, you still need to know a little French to communicate with others. So if you plan to study in France or Canada in the future, start preparing your French as early as possible. Travel abroad. The Louvre Museum, Eiffel Tower, Notre Dame Cathedral, Champs-Élysées, and Galeries Lafayette's luxury shops, in France. Niagara Falls, Stanley Park, Columbia Icefield, Notre Dame Cathedral, Sanctuary of Notre Dame, in Canada. Whether you want to see these natural beauties, you still want to eat, buy and buy. Being able to speak fluent and enviable French will definitely make the trip more exciting. For life, I believe that many people will learn French because they like French movies. In order to understand the original movies and read the original books, they will learn the language by themselves and experience the meaning of French between the lines. If you want to study in France or Quebec, Canada, learning French is essential. Even if you are taking a course taught in English, you still need to know a little French to communicate with people. Ideals and goals are often the most motivated method. So if you plan to study in France or Canada in the future, start preparing you as early as possible French. At the same time, if you want to immigrate to a French-speaking country or region, you need to reach a certain level of French. To understand the world. Learning French language is an important tool for understanding the world. The expansion of languages in the high school courses is undoubtedly the general trend. As life gets better and better, People also pay more attention to international communication, ranging from traveling abroad to international trade, politics and diplomacy. There are many French-speaking countries in the world: Canada, Belgium, Switzerland, and more than half of African countries. At the same time, French is one of the two official languages of the United Nations, UNESCO and the Olympic Games. Mastering French is not only an extraordinary capital in future careers, but also an important tool for understanding the world. Enjoy French food. Of course, there are people who step into the French pit, step by step because of French desserts, red wine, and tall French food. After all, it is not so easy to be a foodie with pursuit. In fact, many of the common vocabularies in the world's catering industry are in French. No matter how easy you can speak English, you have to pronounce professional words in French to be professional. For example, chefs are called chef. Think about the elegant French restaurant, can understand all kinds of high-end recipes, and can also order food in French. It is also very good.